Hello. Nobody's here yet, but I wanted to let you know what today's gonna be about. I'm not real good at these videos, so just so you know. Everybody asked how you choose colors for your mosaic. I wanted to go over that today. I've got a couple things that I got recently, some today. But mostly it's about color and how to pick what colors you want to use for your mosaic. A lot of people are saying that they're going to start mosaics this year, and I thought I'd give you a little help. If you need help, don't hesitate to give me a holler. I would be happy to help anybody that needs anything. If you want to do a one-on-one, that's fine. We can do that too. However you want to do it, that's fine. One of the things that I got recently was my daughter got me this. I am not an amigurumi person. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try to do some amigurumi. I have two granddaughters, and this kit has two of the dolls in it, and then the patterns for the rest of the dolls. Granddaughters getting them. So that's one of the things that I recently got. I recently got a color wheel that's a mouse pad, which is super cool. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But that's really cool. Let's see. I got some chocolate. It's going to Rita. Rita is going to make me some knitted socks because I can't knit. And she asked for some dark chocolate kisses. So I got a couple bags of dark chocolate kisses for her. I also have some cherry red heart to finish a project that I've got going. I think it's cherry red. Okay. Yes, cherry red. Hello. I am having an awesome day, actually. I had a doctor's appointment, but it went well, and I got my nails done, and it's been a really good day. So I'm happy. It's warmer today than it has been. Hello. Today, what I want to talk about was color for making your first mosaic. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit and show you some of the things that I got. I also got some white to go with the red. Where is it at? I need that to finish this Winter Wonderland that I have started. This is Winter Wonderland. I don't remember who the artist is, but I got it off Ravelry. It's going to be red and white Christmas themed Afghan throw, whatever you want to say, for probably one of my girls, one of my daughters. So that's what I needed the red and white for. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, thank you. Aren't they pretty? Oh, there you go. I just got a beige color, really neutral. Do you like that red and white one? I like it. Thank you. Say if you want to let me know if you want that pattern, I will let you know what pattern that is. But I'm not sure which one it is right now. I've also been experimenting with ombres. I got a yellow ombre. I'm not real happy with the colors. It doesn't have a whole lot of different colors to it, but I'm going to try that with some dark charcoal and see how that looks. It's kind of blowing it out a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. But mostly I wanted to talk about color because everybody's saying they're going to try this year. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, I love ombre too. And when you're using it for a mosaic, it turns out really cool. See if I can find the one I've started. I don't have it very far along, so you're not going to see a big color change, but you can see where it's getting lighter there at the bottom. I'm just going to put a row of hearts at the bottom and at the top, and in the corners there'll be 3, and that'll be a baby blanket. But you can see the ombre a little bit. That's scuba, red heart scuba ombre. No, that doesn't help, does it? Okay. That's as good as we're going to get, I guess. You can see a little bit better there. But I love the way ombre works up. Hi, Sarah. You're wanting to start a mosaic soon. Okay. You're a little intimidated. Okay. If you can do a single crochet and a double crochet, you can make a mosaic. I will walk you through it. We have all the time in the world. We've got a year. If for those of you who want to start one this year and get it done. Once you get going on it, it will be so easy you won't even know what to do. And I think what I'm going to do is do little videos to help you out, and then in betweens, if you need some help, you can contact me and we'll go over one-on-one or something like that. But first we have to pick colors, and then we have to pick patterns. And those are my 2 most intimidating things when I started. Color especially, because I hate picking colors. It always seems like they're not going to match, they're not going to go together, or they're going to look dorky, or nobody's going to like it. I'm not going to like it. Yes, it's only single crochet and double. It's not at all. And I will walk you through the whole honest. It's so easy, it's not even funny. One of the things that I like to remember, I got pulled a bunch of yarn so that I can show you the difference in contrast. So we were talking about this yellow. No, I'm no good at picking colors either. And it's scary because you've wasted all that money, all that time. It's just scary. Okay, we're going to take this yellow ombre, for example. Okay. I've got this charcoal, this dark. See the contrast there? And then if we put the light gray up to it, it doesn't look near as contrast, right? It doesn't have as big a contrast. Can you see the difference there? The light gray and the dark gray. I never use black. I use charcoal or dark gray because it'll look black when you're done with it. You can use black. I just don't like using black. It's not an easy color for me to see, so I try to stay away from it. And then if you want to take the same yellow and let's put a white up to it and see what happens. Do you like that? I kind of do, but not really. I think I like that charcoal better. The one thing you have to remember when you're doing a mosaic is you are using 2 colors. That's it. 2 colors. You can go into more colors later if you want, but to start out, I suggest 2 colors. This one, only 2 colors. That's all you need. If I were picking this, I would say, okay, this I want to be my background. So then what do I want my design to be? Do I want it to be white? or medium gray, or that dark gray. Yellow shine, but it has more contrast to it. So I'm going to choose, when I start to make that baby blanket, I'm going to choose the dark gray, the charcoal. I'm horrible at looking at chat. Yeah, if you have enough light with the black, it's easier. You would go with the dark too. I agree. Hey, mommy's on YouTube, so you need to be quiet, okay?
My computer died.
Okay, you need to be quiet for mommy's on YouTube. My daughter decided to come in and say hi. The one thing that I got recently that I really like is this mouse pad. It's a color wheel, so you can say, okay, I know I want to use yellow on this one. So these are my yellows. The best thing to do is to go opposite. If you're not going to...
Purple.
That's purple? That's not purple. That's blue.
That's
that one's purple.
Purple.
Okay. But if you go opposite, you can see where it would make a difference or make the contrast. You can also go with something right beside it. You could go with yellow and green or yellow and orange. That would complement each other. Or you could go with yellow and like a third of the way around, that blue there and this lavender here. But my option to start with would be to pick a color and choose a white, black, gray, some kind of chocolate color, some kind of neutral. I know I'm a Steelers fan, so black and yellow, you know, I can't do anything about that. But that's my idea. What color were you guys thinking? What would you use for your first color?
I would definitely do green.
My daughter said she would definitely do green. She likes green. Her name's Jade, and she loves jade green. But do you guys have a color that you're thinking about and not know what you might put with it? I have no problem pulling colors off my wall if you need me to. Okay. No, there's somebody. Purple and pinks and blues. Okay, so purple. Go with purple. I would probably go with a white instead of a black. Black would be fine. Pinks. These are pretty pinky right in here. Pinky purples, blues. They would all do good if you go with a lighter shade, like a lavender or a light blue. You could go with a darker color. You could even do a light blue and a dark blue. That would be awesome. Do like a navy with a pale blue or like sky blue. That would be really pretty. Pink and black always look good together. So that's some ideas. Now I'm going to throw you off just a little bit. I don't mean to, but I'm going to. Mommy's looking. Hold on. There it is. I have projects sitting everywhere. This one is going to be a baby blanket. So instead of using the dark with the mint green, I chose to use a white with the mint green. And you can see how that goes. That's very soft, very babyish. How there, maybe you can see that better. It looks like very babyish colors. Hope you can see that. There, is that better? The lights in this room is horrible, but that gives it more of a baby color. If you wanted to do a baby blanket, you don't know what the baby is going to be, you can use the pale green, pale yellow with the white, and it turns it into a baby color automatically. But that's just, that's just me. I wanted to try it, so I tried it. I try to keep a couple baby blankets on hand because you never know when somebody's going to say, oh, my best friend's pregnant, or my cousin twice removed and his brother's sister's pregnant. So I try to keep a couple on hand. People like to buy them. My family buys them for their friends and things. So it's nice to keep a couple on hand. So I want you to think about what color you want. Your sister has a boy due in March. Okay. I don't know if we can get it done that quick, but we can try. Maybe by the time he's a month or two old, we can have it done. We'll try. Or you could work on one for Christmas. That could be his Christmas present, because you never know what to get little babies for Christmas, for their first Christmas. They don't really need toys. They don't really need clothes. What do you get a new baby? Make them a blanket. Why not? So think about that. And I think I haven't made any of my own patterns yet. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to show you how to do the Apache tears. That is an old pattern and it's not copyrighted, so I could get away with that. In the meantime, if you want to go ahead and get started, the best thing to do would be to go to YouTube, type in Tina, Tinna. She spells her name a little different. Tinna, and Mosaic. You will come up with Tina's. That's what we'll be working on next time. I think that's one of the easiest, and it's the prettiest. It's what got me hooked. The first time I did it, I used that pattern and I made a blanket. Tina Mosaic, yes, Tinna. Type that into YouTube and you'll come up with her pages. And start with the one that says lesson 1. Get your colors ready. If you want to wait on me, you can wait on me. If you want to go ahead and start with Tina, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do, I'll be here to help if you get stuck. Oh, my daughter just drew me a picture. Thank you, sweetheart.
Coffee.
But if you want to go ahead and start with that, get your colors together. And next time I have a video, it will be about starting the mosaic, the first couple rows. After that, it's easy going. But the first couple rows is usually what gets you in trouble. You're not used to cutting yarn, for one thing. And it's just kind of confusing, I think, the way it's done. So we'll talk about that next time. But Tina also talks about it, and I'm going to follow her. There are other paper. Yes, that's her name. I can't pronounce her name, so I don't even try. There are other ones who are good for beginners as well. Fiber Fox Studio is one of them. Courtney's really good with beginners. She goes really slow. She has hundreds of patterns. They're all a couple bucks each. They're not a whole lot. When Tina puts out a pattern, she usually puts out 8 or 10 patterns in one to make one blanket. So you get 8 or 10 patterns for that one price. It's usually like $5. They're not that expensive. So figure out if you want to do, you can't. Oh, you can't either. if you want to do one or the other, yes. I'm not going to try the name, but yes, she does wonderful, wonderful work. And she's the one that got me stuck. She got me hooked. If you go back through some of my first videos where I just show you the ones that I've done, the one that's multicolor and it's got a black with it, it's Apache Tears, and it was the first one I ever did. I felt so. Fiberfox Studio is a good one to start with, and then I think she pronounces her name Tina, but we say Tina in the States, but I think she pronounces it Tina. So if you want to follow one of those two, yeah, if you want to clean out your yarn, I even did so it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to play around with some scraps and make a rug, you can do that. Play around and make a throw, a pillow, a bag. Yeah, the other one is Fiberfox Studios. But either one of those will be great to start with. I'm going to follow Tina when I show you what I'm going to show you next time. So if you want to at least look through it and see what I'm talking about, so you can be a little prepared, or we can just go straight and see what we come up with. But I'll be more than happy to help anybody. If next week or tomorrow you say, hey, I don't understand this, just leave me a message on this video and I will answer it, and I will try to get a hold of you. Leave me your email if you want. Email me, my email. Wow. $18 for Red Heart Comfort. That's crazy. You must have been on Amazon and it was probably discontinued. That's craziness. That's ridiculous. Anybody would have it for, I needed one more skein to finish that project, and I paid it at Walmart. Was it on Walmart.com? Because if it's on Walmart.com, it's not always from Walmart. Oh. So it's a huge one. I still don't know if I'd pay $20 for one, though. For a Red Heart Comfort. Wow. That's a lot. That would probably get you through a blanket. Easy. I can't tell you how many yards you need. I can't tell you how many yards I used. It all depends on how big you make it, how many repeats you put in it, what size hook you use, what size yarn you use. There's just a lot of different variables that I can't tell, but I use whatever I have on hand. I use whatever hook I feel like using that day. I've used anywhere from a G, H, I, and J, just depending on what I feel like doing. Yeah, I guess for that much yardage, it would be $3-4 for a skein of Red Heart. So call me cheap. I don't care. But I can buy some expensive ones too. But yeah, pick out your yarns. If you want to use scraps, that's fine. If you want to get started, that's fine. I use any hook that I grab. You can use a G through a J, K, whatever. Just know that it's going to be lacier, which is not necessarily what you want. if you use a bigger hook. If you're using a 5 or a 6 yarn, you might go up to a J. But other than that, I would stick with a GHI. Those are my favorites because you want it tight. Let me find one that you can see. You don't want to be able to see a lot of holes. I would have used a bigger needle on that. Those holes would have been huge. But once this gets washed and it shrinks a little bit, it's going to be perfect. Well, hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Okay, you go tell Rick I said hi and enjoy your movie. I'll see you soon. Oh, and I just found out this morning, Miss Linda, that Jason Momoa is getting a divorce, so he will be available soon. So just to let you know, give it a shot. Give me a holler. Whatever. I'm up for whatever. I'm usually home unless I'm going to the doctor. So I know, right? First thing I did was call my daughter. I said, he's coming home. I'm sure women are saying the same thing. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm kind of sad about it because he's such a great guy. And Lisa is such a great person that I'm really sad that they couldn't make it work. As you know, that's pretty sad. Because I thought they were pretty rock steady. I really did. But if he's back on the market, who am I to say no? Right? Does anybody have any questions about anything? I would use cheap yarn to start with to practice. Pick your colors. Make sure you get a good contrast. You can use black and white if you want. Yeah, nobody's going to say no to that. I'm sorry. That's just not possible. You might not be able to speak, but you're definitely not going to say no. Yeah. I know. Eye candy, right? I'm going to be doing the Apache Tears from Tina. A dark and a light blue would be really pretty. Do like a baby blue or a sky blue with a navy. That would be really pretty. Or an ocean blue with a darker blue, like a teal. That would be pretty. That could be really cool. And like I said, if you can go one out of this and one out of this. So if you went with a light and go with a darker teal, or if you come over here and go with that darker one up here and go with a lighter greenish blue here, there's a lot of variations that you can do. But if you want to practice first, go ahead. Tina's going to have you practice if you follow her lessons. Gray, black, and white. That's beautiful. Actually, for my sister, this is Tina's Queen cow that I'm doing for my sister for Christmas. It's dark gray and light gray. That's what my sister wanted, so that's what she's getting. It's just gray and gray. But I think it's going to look really. Navy blue and pastel yellow would be really, really pretty. Yeah. Hi, Cindy. But yeah, the color wheel, I think it's like $4 or $5 on Amazon. It's a mouse pad, so it's always right here if you want to keep it with your crochet stuff or with your computer stuff, whichever. I like to keep it with my computer because I'll look down at it every once in a while and say, okay, well, that color would go with that color. And it helps me to get my creativity going, I guess. Okay, if you want to check on the Apache Tears, that is Tina's lesson 1, and she'll have you do a little swatch. So if you just want to get some scraps out and do the little, and then you can start the big one. That's fine too. But if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask, please. I would feel horrible if you didn't ask and I could answer a question for you. Yeah, Cindy, everybody who said that they wanted to start mosaics this year have kind of talked me into doing some little videos to help. Oh, thank you. I made this a couple years ago. It's a big granny square. Just a big granny square. Where did I get the pattern? Where did I get the pattern? I'll have to think about it. I'll let you know. I went to the doctor today. I actually got 2 comments on it, so I was happy. And it's got so many colors in it that I can put anything under it. It looks good. Burgundies and teals and rust and everything. Mosaic in the round. You just have to line up your sides. Tina does some good lessons on mosaic in the round if you want to check out hers. I'm pretty sure it does. One of the things that I did with that, there was a big thing going around that everybody was doing these little pouches with the little zippers, and you do in the round for them. You just start up at the top by the zipper, and you just keep going around and around and around till you get to the bottom. And then I always put just a little extra on the bottom so that you can just use the zippers. You can buy zippers. You can get them out of old purses or old shirts or dresses or whatever. Just use just the zippers if you want. But I like them lined. So that's why I got the little pouches. But that's something we can do if you guys want to do that. Oh, a cardigan. They're so easy. You think they're hard. They're not. They're really not. The best one for that would probably be Bag O' Day. She has some really easy cardigans or pullovers, either one. Bag O' Day's probably got the easiest ones I know of. You tried a mosaic beanie. I haven't tried a mosaic beanie. I don't plan on trying a mosaic beanie. Not in the near future. There's a lot of, if you type in on YouTube, just type in easy cardigan, you'll come up with a few of them. Wow. Names have just flown by my head. But Crystal has some really good cardigans that are really easy. to start out with. But yeah, if you guys want to start without me, if you want to wait on me, whatever. If you want to say, hey, your pace, it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here. My throat's getting sore. I'm just getting over COVID, so I'm getting my energy back slowly, but my voice is still a little iffy. But yeah, if you guys want to give me a holler and email me, I'll be any way I can. If it's with color in the color wheel, we can go over that again if you want. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better, but my throat's still kind of sore. And I'm getting lots of rest. Any information that you need, please let me know, and I will be any way I can help. Main thing is the color. Yeah, because you have to figure out the color before you do anything. Yeah, the pattern and the color. And I'm going to start with the Apache tears. So the next thing you need to figure out is the color. Oh, hi, Tank. Make a flat panel and sew it together for a beanie. Yeah, you could do that. I didn't even think about that. Just sew it along the side and then tighten the top. That would be an easy one, yeah. That would be an easy way to do it. So there. You could, if you want, you can make a hat. Hello. But if you want to just give me a holler, email me, send me a message on this video, and I will come back and we can get together. If you want to do a one-on-one, if you want to start without me, start with either Fiberfox Studios or Tenna, and I'm not even going to pronounce her name because I'll mess it up. And start with one of those. If you just came in, we've been talking about mosaics and how to get started. So if you want to pick your colors, you want to rewatch this and pick a couple colors and join us, you can do that. But I will be following Tenna. So if you get your colors ready. Yeah. You can use any way, anything that you normally use to pick your colors is fine. I just know that a lot of times that's one of the hardest thing for people. It's real intimidating sometimes. But if you can do a single crochet, a double, pick 2 colors or 2 coordinating colors, however you want to do it. We can do this. You guys can do this. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I've done a few. I think I did 13 or 14 last year. Started in January, and all the grandkids got one for Christmas this past year. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Took me a little over a month, about a month, I guess, to do each one. Some of them a little quicker, depending on the size. Most of them were twin size. So, but I don't have a job. I don't have anything to do. I just sit and crochet all day. So, of course, if you have a job, it's going to take a little longer than that. But yeah, I'll be happy to help any way I can. Just give me a holler. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, hi, Daniel. You going to make a mosaic this year too? All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.